Hey man, I want to get my 2 cents on a gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach fight. First of all, I want to commend them two brothers for going in there, putting on a hell of a show, running that whole 12 rounds, conditioning enough, and come out and give the people what they wanted. And they got a bag. Um, but what I want to talk about is what y'all not realizing how the reverse is going on with these youngsters and the gervonta Davis and Lamont Roach fight. You gotta understand, and this is just my 2 cents, right? You gotta understand that it's politics. It's politics. That man took a knee, you know, pretty much took the fight from himself just for them to be able to split the bag. And both of them don't have a blemish on their records, and it's not going to hurt their career. It's just going to further their career and better their resume. It don't do too much for Tank. It does more for Lamont, but with them being partners on down the line, it gave them both an equal opportunity to level up in their careers and in status and get the money. They got a healthy bag and they split it. Nobody got more than the other, and they're friends. Imagine you with your homeboy, with your partner, and y'all split the bag, and y'all talking how the game has been tricked. It was rigged, all by you, you know. And that's what I commend about. I give them credit for doing that. I give them credit that they didn't go in there and try to beat each other's brains out just to get these people a show and think that they had to do that in order to get the money. They faked it. They went in there and sparred, put on a good show, knowing what their agendas and their main goal was to do what they did. And it became a draw because everybody know that it had to take a knee in order for gervonta Davis not to win that fight. He had to take that knee. He had to take that knee so it could put him and Lamont Roach on the same playing field, that they on the same level. You getting what I'm saying? So he had to take that knee because he was favored by majority, not only because of he was the face or the head of the card. He has a bigger name, so more people want to see him win. But it's big money in seeing him win to keep the hype around him being a baby Tyson and following Mayweather's record, which is 50-0. People love to believe that people are supernatural. And we tend to love the person that seems like they're perfect without blemish. So it's big money into keeping a clean record in boxing. And they went in there and got that bag and used that platform of what they had to promote their own fight where they can get majority of their money. They learned a lot of that from the blueprint of Mayweather. And my politics is that both of them are going to go on with lengthy careers, and they're going to follow that Mayweather blueprint, that they're going to have 50-0. They're going to pick their fights, which they should, and then they're going to plan it, fight whatever 5, 6, 7, 12 fights that they have left. They're going to pick their fights. They're going to put hype around them fights, and then they're going to retire. Smart. They don't come out with brain damage. They have a career that's look good on paper, and people will want to hear from them. because we all love people that we think that has powers or supernatural. That's why so many people of status don't want to show you who they are and what they do, because they want to keep the mystique of being perfect or being without blame, or they don't want you to know too much. Then you would equate it as, why would you look up to them if y'all on the same level? You get it? But I commend them brothers for going in there and doing the job that they set out to do, and not let the industries use them, because those industries really don't care. They say what they want, but they really just want a good show. They want people to go in there and do whatever it is takes to get a good show, but don't make it obvious. A lot of those fights are already rigged. They already know the outcome of what it's going to be. And that's why I commend them brothers. They acted, they did good choreography, they sold the fight, and they pulled it off and split the bag evenly, so they both get the same amount of exposure. But Tank already have exposure, so to keep his record without blemish is where Tank will get all his, endorsements, all his money on the back end, because they're gonna want to hear from the fighter with a perfect record. So even when he retired, he would still get jobs to commentate. He would still get jobs to show up. People will continue to want to listen to him, no different than people want to listen to Mayweather. All this mystique that they built around Mike Tyson being the baddest man alive. And a lot of us, we call Mike Tyson the baddest man alive still. And he did a lot of things, but a lot of those fights was rigged in his business. And I commend those brothers that they didn't hurt each other, they didn't beat each other brains out and get used by an industry that don't care about them. And they took care of each other and split that bag evenly, just to let the industry know, I'm here to do a job, but I won't overextend or be used as a puppet. And everybody could take a little spice of that and put it in their own life. You working with bosses that want to see you do over and over and over, but work smarter, not harder. Don't compromise your body, your mind, or any of that just to make a boss happy or get a certain amount of pay. Do whatever that job requires and do it at the best of your ability. But the best of your ability has to be in the lines of working smart and not hard. Check that out. And that's my 2 cents. Catch you on the next video. Peace. Peace to all my subscribers and everybody who tuned in. Peace.